We are in the heart of the Gulch. I'm your host, Tony Mendoza, and today, well, I'm very excited for my guest. She is growing some wings. We got the one and only Karissa Ella in the building.
Woohoo! Hey, thanks so much for having me.
Thank you so much for coming to the heart of the Gulch, even though we're not located in the heart of the Gulch.
Still heart of the Gulch here.
And you know what? Yeah. I appreciate that. So talk to me. How has your 2025 been so far?
2025 has started off with a bang. We've released 2 singles. We're going to have another single and another one and another one. We have so much music rolling out. We spent 2024 really growing and working on music and just truly writing my butt off so that could come out with, guns blazing in 2025. So it's been awesome. It's been great. Lots of new music.
So the first song that I've heard of you, believe it or not, was your latest single in the top of 2025 was Last Call Cowboy.
Yeah.
And my gosh, when I heard that song, I was like, it put me in the zone of Texas country. I don't know, because you're originally from Ohio, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. So not Texas.
What part of Ohio?
I'm from Akron, Canton, Ohio, North Canton. So we have like LeBron James, the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and that's about it. So
a lot of people that I know love to go to Ohio, but not too many people are relocating to Ohio.
No, I don't think so. Unless you're from there, then maybe you go back because it truly is such a beautiful place. Like, I love my hometown. It's a great place to grow up, raise a family. It's affordable, well, for the most part, But, I mean, it's just great. But every time someone says, "Oh, I've been to Ohio," I'm usually like, "Why?" Like, why'd you do that? So, but there are a lot of things to see. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the Pro Football Hall of Fame. We have our gems, but for the most part, it is a lot of cornfields, like they say.
Well, you do have a lot of athletes. You have a lot of great musicians like yourself.
Thank you.
Ohio is one of those states in the United States that, yes, obviously it's not like a Vegas where everyone's flying to go see, but when you're driving through Ohio, there's something magical about just seeing the cornfields, seeing, regardless if I'm driving to go somewhere else, it's always nice to see Ohio.
I completely agree.
But I want to know, when I was talking about Last Call Cowboy, I got a lot of Southern Texas original country in that sound. So talk to me about what it was like kind of developing that song.
Yeah, that song, it's so funny. I wrote it with my friend Cassidy Bass and Carver Lewis. Carver's from Utah and Cassidy's from Tennessee. And I'm from Ohio, so I don't know how we kind of got that feel, but we did. We just felt like this was kind of like some girl that met this Last Call Cowboy at a honky tonk bar in Texas and kind of knew what he was and read him up and down, danced with him, but didn't take him home because she knew he wasn't going to stay. So that's just the kind of vibe that we went with, and we went in the studio, and it was the last song we did that day. I'm pretty sure all the musicians wanted to leave. They were ready to go. We did a lot of songs, and it's one of my favorites. So I'm so glad we literally did it, I think, in 20 minutes. The musicians are incredible in pros. But yeah, we walked away with this really cool feel to it. I didn't know how it was going to turn out, but I'm obsessed. I loved it.
So I'm guessing that song's going to be in the EP?
Yes, it will be.
Wow, so Growing Wings. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure that's personal.
Yep.
So talk to me about Growing Wings and just how your sound has evolved, because I was listening to It's Personal, the EP there. It was an album or EP?
EP.
That was an EP, and I fell in love with the songs.
Thank you.
And a lot of bar songs on that EP.
I know. I do love a good bar song. I do love a good drinking song. Tequila, one of my favorite drinks. I love tequila. But there's a little bit of everything on that song. Mainly, I titled it It's Personal because every song is personal to me, whether I'm talking about my family, my friends, my hometown, my favorite drink. It's just that EP gave listeners a little insight to where I'm at in life and who I am. And now this next EP coming out in July is titled Growing Wings. And I think this one's a little bit different. It's shown my growth, I think, as an artist and as a songwriter. And that's my goal, to always keep growing and, showing my growth. And I think, there's a little bit of everything for everyone on this EP. We were trying to pick the singles, and I thought, that there would be at least one song that everyone loved, and there wasn't. And I thought that was a negative, but I think it's actually a positive because we're all in different stages of life right now, and that works with this EP. Everyone's going to like a different song because there's something for everyone and everything that you're going through. So I'm really excited about it. Growing Wings is just about outgrowing everything that you're used to, and how scary that is.
Well, it is scary. Growing up is scary.
It is.
And it's even more scary when it's personal to you.
Yeah.
And, you know, before we go on to Growing Wings, I want to talk a little bit about It's Personal, the EP.
Yeah.
I want you to give me the most underrated song to you. I want your favorite song on that EP. And I want you to also answer what's the most underrated song that you wish more people would listen to.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Great questions. I think, well, my favorite song on my EP, It's Personal, is I Hope Heaven's Like. That song to me, just every line in it is true. I remember the exact moment where I was driving down all the back roads of my hometown and I went, everything just felt so still. And I said, man, I don't know what heaven is like, but I sure hope it's like this because I have everyone and everything I need right here in this town. And I truly mean that. And I just love that place so much. And so every line in that song is true. That's definitely my favorite one to sing out. I love when people sing along to it. And I just hope people love their hometown as much as I do. It's just a very special place to me. My family's very important to me as well. Underrated, I think White Dress Worthy is a song that's underrated on that EP. I wrote that one with my mom. So it's really special to me. And it's all about just waiting until you find that your white dress worthy, that perfect someone, your umbrella in your rain, your best friend, like they're out there. Don't settle for less. And I'm at that stage of life right now where I'm getting married and I found my white dress worthy. So it's cool.
I love it.
Yeah, thanks.
You know, it's so interesting when people create music, when musicians create music. I think everyone assumes that their favorite song on an EP or an album is the one with the most streams.
Yeah.
And in reality, since they're all your babies, I can only imagine that even the one that's paying the bills, right, with the most streams, even though DSPs do not pay the bills as much as we think. But yeah, it's a little bit.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, it's that not too many people ask the question of what's the artist's favorite song.
Yeah.
Because I think it's so important. And that's why I asked it, because I want people to watch this and go back and listen to it. Just like how I listen to Vintage. I love Vintage.
You do? Oh, thank you. That is an underrated one, I think, too. Yeah, I forgot about Vintage.
Well, you know, the original Vintage was an acoustic, because you made also an acoustic.
Yep.
Right? And I love the acoustic.
Oh, thanks.
Who's the person playing guitar in that song?
You know what? I knew you were just about to say that, and I cannot think of his name right now. He's amazing, though. I can't think of his name, but I think he plays with Dylan Marlowe. He's in his band. He's great. I don't know. I can't think of his name, though.
Well, no, it's all good, because regardless, that man knows how to play guitar.
So good.
You know how to sing.
Thank you.
And that song has so much depth to it. And, you know, we all grow up in a town where there's vintage things that you love to do. So I'm curious to know, do you like to go vintage shopping?
I love going vintage shopping. I love it, love it, love it. I love finding vintage jewelry. My dad's into vintage cars, like the Trans Am. That was real. That's one of the lines in there. And then, you know, you have your other traditions and stuff, like my mom's sausage and gravy recipe with her biscuits and stuff. So we have little pieces of that in there, but vintage shopping is definitely my favorite. I love a vintage wine too. I love it all.
Well, you know, speaking of which, yeah, vintage wine I like how you threw that out there. You know, I think the term is thrift shopping.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
thrifting. So I want to know, have you ever worn something on a stage that you thrifted yourself?
I mean, I'm sure. I like more jewelry and stuff. I like more, there's a lot of good thrifting in Nashville. That's the cool thing. In Ohio, not as much. But no, honestly, I don't think I have, but I'm going to. I found a few pieces that I like. It's hard for me to incorporate, but like there's so many hidden gems out there. Oh, I have a few belts actually that I have thrifted, and I've gone shopping for them for music videos and stuff like that. I'm always at the thrift shops. You can find me there. I'm always thrift shopping.
You know what? I wish Lauren, shout out to the girlfriend, I wish she was more into thrifting.
Yeah.
She's not, she wants to buy it brand new.
Yeah.
And you just saw us while you guys were walking into the house that there's nonstop Amazon packaging that comes to the house. But, you know, going back to your music, right? And we're talking about Growing Wings. You got while we're recording this right now, this will be out later, closer to that EP release. You have a single being released literally tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, release day. Yeah.
Give me the name of that song and why is it so important to you?
This song is called Mama's Do. I wanted to put it out before Mother's Day, so that's kind of why it's coming out so soon. And we have a music video for it. My mom, I made her be in the music video. She was like, can you get a fake mom? I'm like, I'm not getting a prop mom. You're going to be in it. We're going to have fun. And we actually shot it at Patsy Cline's house in right outside of Nashville. And it was so beautiful, so much fun. I can't wait for you guys to hear the song, see the music video. And yeah, the song's just all about how mamas are always there for you no matter what. They're there to pick up the pieces. And in this case, it's going through a breakup and going back to that boy and knowing that no matter what, if you fall, the mama's going to be there to catch you.
100%. If you had to describe your mom in one word, how would you describe her?
One word, amazing. I don't know. That's very generic, but she is. She's amazing. She's a superhero.
How would she describe you in one word?
Oh boy, I don't know. I think creative. I don't know. Kind. I don't know. I want to know. I'm gonna ask her.
Wait, I think about my dad, who I love my dad so much. Man, the first thing you'd say is pain in the butt.
Yeah, right. Crazy.
So talk to me about what it was like for you growing up. I want to know. Were you a big Miley Cyrus fan?
Yes, 100%. I mean, I still am. I love every version of her. I was a Hannah Montana fan. Everything. I wanted to be just like her, for sure.
So going back to the lore of Cartoon Network, there are a lot of amazing female musicians.
Yeah.
Just like in Nashville. And that's why I really try to cater to Heart of the Gulch to really shining to all the female artists here. Because I think about Cartoon Network, and you had Hilary Duff, you had That's So Raven, you had, you just talked to right now, Miley Cyrus. Am I forgetting one there? I think the Cheetah Girls.
Oh, yeah. Well, they were my first concert.
Really? Cheetah Girls?
Cheetah Girls, Jonas Brothers, all those. Yeah, Cheetah Girls. Oh, yeah, I was a big Cheetah Girl fan. Hilary Duff. Wait, I wanted to be just like her.
I need to know, what is, your top 3 favorite Cartoon Network songs ever?
Songs, I mean, it'd have to be, The Climb. I don't know. Does that count as one of the songs? Yeah. The Hannah Montana movie.
Oh, yeah. The Give Me movies. Your top 3
let me do movies. Yeah, that's better.
Cartoon Network movies.
Okay. My favorite, I would say the Hannah Montana movie is one of my all-time favorite movies. The Cheetah Girls movie, the first one, of course. And then the third one's kind of tough. I don't know. I know there's so many.
Let me throw out some for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have the Princess Diaries.
Oh, okay, stop. Yeah.
Wait, but you also have the Lizzie McGuire movie.
Oh, wait.
You also have, let me see here. I'm missing a few. I know there's a million. I'm not the big. You have Halloween Town.
Oh, yes. Halloween Town, the Lizzie McGuire movie, the Princess Diaries, right there. If you need to know me, watch all those movies. You have me. That's it. Like, you just killed it. That's me in a cup, in a book, in a movie. That's it. Like, amazing.
I think about all the things and all the different types of inspirations. I've talked to so many different musicians, and it always comes down to childhood.
Yeah.
And in those moments where you have that vision, you can see it. So was it Hannah Montana where you saw what she was doing and like, I want to be like that?
Absolutely. 100%. I was like, that would be so cool. I also thought it'd be cool that she had like her normal life, but I was blonde too. And I was just like, in my mind, that would never happen. Right. So it was a really fun daydream to have and to watch and to kind of like live through her, I guess, because I always thought it'd be so much fun, but I was just a girl from a small town in Ohio. I mean, I could never do anything like that. So.
Do you feel like you have an alter ego when you go on stage?
I do. I say I turn on a switch. I kind of like flip my switch and I go on and I come off and flip the switch off. So.
How different are you on stage versus me talking to you right now here? I know we're being very we're doing an interview, but also at the same time we're having a conversation. But how different are you when you're on stage, when you're off stage?
I don't think I'm very different. I think the switch is more for me to like have that confidence and to like step up and be the artist instead of being this, you get so nervous before going on stage and it's just a normal human being, all the normal feelings you get, stage fright, it's real. And so when I say, okay, I'm going to flip that switch, that kind of helps me just kind of get into like, I'm a Hannah Montana, I don't know, kind of headspace, like be that alter ego where, nothing's going to matter and you have confidence and you're just going to go have fun.
Have you ever been so nervous that you didn't get on the stage?
No, but there have been times where I have if I did something messed up or whatnot, I'm kind of a perfectionist. So I've had to get over that because everyone
right there
makes
with you.
mistakes and it's okay and no one cares. Like, you're going to mess up a lyric. It's going to be fine. But I think I sang like the second verse, the first verse, and then just had to re-sing it again in the second verse. And I just wanted to like crawl off stage. But you can't. You got to just keep going. And that's how you learn and you grow and you make mistakes and you become a better artist and a better person.
Give me the scariest crowd you ever sang to.
Scariest crowd?
Intimidating / scary.
I think the scariest / intimidating crowds are always the ones that are sitting down staring at you. Because you're just like, hey, how you guys doing? And I'm so used to people being drunk, spilling drinks on me, which is, it's refreshing that people are actually listening half the time. And so they're clapping after every song and they're just really being attentive and really paying attention and enjoying the moment rather than, the people dancing at a bar. So those are the most intimidating, but yet they're the most rewarding ones, the small rooms rather than the bigger rooms. I love the more intimate settings.
How different do you go about choosing your songs versus the type of rooms you're in? Because when I think about it, right, if I'm going to go to a honky tonk, where sometimes they're not paying attention. You just got to play music just to keep the vibes going. Yeah. But then when you go to a songwriters round, literally everyone's watching you. So I'm wondering, do you choose your songs for the audience you play? So give me a moment like the Bluebird Cafe. Yep. Everyone's watching you. What would be the first song you would play to really, start the show off right? But then also give me the first song you would play if you're just at a regular old honky tonk.
I think the first song I'd play at the Bluebird would be a song like I Hope Heaven's Like, or my Whiskey Whispers Your Name, or my Mama's Do song, something that's emotional and sentimental and that people who are listening will actually really hear the emotion and hear the message in the song. But in a honky tonk, we're doing Well Tequila. We are singing vintage. We're singing Bad Summer. I don't even know what else. We're singing all my drinking songs, everything. We have some fun kind of honky tonk. We have another song on the EP called Honky Tonk Heartbeat. That will be played. We're just keeping it upbeat. We're keeping the energy up. We're trying to match the energy of the room always. And you never know what the crowd's going to be like. So you kind of got to be prepared for everything. I always have a bunch of extras on my lists. And, we throw in a few covers in there and just try to make it an overall, great time for everyone.
What's the favorite type of emotion you like to get from someone sitting in the crowd? Do you like to see them kind of tear up a little bit? Do you like to see them, just cheers you? And then also, what type of environment do you like? Do you like it to be more calm or do you like it to be a little bit more fun and rowdy?
It's hard. I love both. I really do. I love being able to laugh and, mess around with the crowd and, cheers to them. And it's fun when I know that they're having fun and they're enjoying themselves. But when you have the more intimate settings, you don't know if they're enjoying. You don't get as much back from the crowd, but you're able to play the more emotional, maybe more vulnerable songs. And to me as an artist, those are the songs that I really do love playing, the more vulnerable, that pull on your heartstrings kind of songs. And I hope that they're the most relatable songs. Usually my upbeat songs are just more fun sing-along songs. And so I'm trying to marry the two. It's kind of hard to, have an upbeat, vulnerable, relatable song too. But I love a Bluebird setting. I love the listening room. That stuff is probably, I have to say, my favorite.
Well, you know what also would be my favorite? If we didn't take a quick pause in the video to shout out the sponsors of this video. We'll be right back right after this. This episode has been brought to you by Manscaped. The new Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra is every man's cheat code to look good, feel good, and turn the page on confidence this year. Go to manscaped.com, use the code GOLTS20 for 20% off plus free shipping today. CMA Fest. My gosh, is that your favorite time of the year here in Nashville?
Oh, yeah. It's the best time of the year. It's like Christmas.
So walk me through a day in the life for you on CMA Day. First of all, what time are you waking up?
I'm not sleeping. I'm too excited. What are you talking about? No, I always wake up early. Oh, are you an early riser?
I'm the biggest early. I'm up at 4 o'clock.
Oh, okay. I am not up that early. No, I'm up at like maybe 7:38.
Well, I mean, that's super early for a lot of folks.
Yeah, that's true.
We got a lot to do. I would only see. Here's the thing. The only reason why I'm an early riser is Lauren's a nurse. She gets ready to go to the gym at 5. Mm-hmm. But me, because I get so excited to talk to you guys, it's hard for me to sleep because I have all these questions in my mind and I want to make sure it's a good show. So
you get it.
I
it's
do.
The same thing. Yeah.
But tell me about your show over there in CMA Fest. Is it, first of all, Are you playing CMA Fest this year?
I don't know yet. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll be playing some rounds around town and stuff like that, but I don't know yet. So
You were on Spotlight last year, though, right?
yeah, I was on the Spotlight stage, and man, that was so cool. You go down every year, you have fun, you see your friends play, and you dream about one day being on the lineup, and finally got it. I got on the CMA Spotlight stage, and I enjoyed every moment, and it was so much fun, and I can't wait to be back.
What is that telling you? So, for example, the person that's watching this right now that doesn't have the opportunity to play for CMA or to play a headlining festival like that in Nashville, because you're on a festival this year, aren't you?
Yeah.
Over there in Ohio.
I am. I'm on the Country Fest in right outside of my hometown. Yeah, I'm so excited. It's one of the biggest, maybe the biggest country concerts in Ohio. So yeah.
Did you go to that before when you were a kid?
I did. Let me tell you a story real quick. I went to the Country Fest. I think I was like newly into college. I went with my friend Lydia, and we went one summer and we saw Dierks Bentley. And I remember thinking to myself, man, it would be so cool to be up there. He's killing it. This is so much fun. And next thing you know, here I am, 2025. They asked me to play. I'm ecstatic. This is a dream come true. But they put me on the same day as Dierks Bentley. So here I am, full circle moment for me. No one really knows that. And I just sobbed when I found out I got on the ticket, because it's such a hard... They're really picky about who they bring on, and it's just, it's right outside my hometown, and it was such a dream, and now everyone in my hometown who has been supporting me and loving on me for so long gets to come out to that show and gets to honestly embrace that accomplishment with me, and I think that's really cool too. It's
so hard because when people have those full circle moments, it happens a lot to certain people, and it's awesome that it's happening to you now, because there's a lot of things that I believe that you're well deserving of. I think about some of the stages here in Nashville that I could see you absolutely shining on, and I'm guessing the Grand Ole Opry's up there.
It is up there. Oh, yes. It's up there.
Have you been to any of the shows at the Grand Ole Opry?
I have. I've been to a few shows, and I have been backstage, and every time I go, I just leave so inspired. I'm just like, man, one day.
Talk to the folks out here that aren't in Nashville, that do not know what the community is like for musicians, because it's something so special about Nashville is that you can go behind the stage at the Grand Ole Opry to see a friend that's performing, and before you know it, like 6-7 people.
Yeah.
Or if you go to a songwriters round, like, what's your favorite songwriters round here in Nashville, just off the top?
Well, I will say I'm a little bit biased, but I'm a song suffragette, so we play at the listening room every Monday night. So That's my favorite retro.
But isn't it cool to be around people that are chasing the same dream like you?
Oh yeah, it's my favorite thing. It keeps me going. It keeps me inspired. And coming from Ohio, I wasn't surrounded by anyone like that. So it was such a change, but I felt so validated being in this city, chasing this crazy dream, but knowing that I'm not alone in the chase. We're all doing it, and we're all together, and we're all building each other up. I think that's the great thing about Nashville, is that this community is really loving and is really supportive and is willing to give you a chance, and is willing to write with you and help you, and whatever it may be. It is a big town, but it's a small town. Everyone knows everyone, and I feel the love here always.
Well, speaking of the opposite side of love, tell me about the rejections, because there are so many no's that you get in this city. Yeah. So many. And I'm curious to know what drives you. Is it the no's? Is it the person that says, maybe not this year, but keep working? Or what drives you? Have you experienced a lot of no's yet in the city?
Well, I'll tell you, one of my favorite sayings that I live by is to chase the no's. Because every time I chase a no, or I get a no, I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm becoming a better person, a better artist, and that's what's important to me. And so I'm always chasing those no's. I hope I get as many no's as I can, because that means I learned something from that experience, and I'm better for it. So, and this town is full of a lot of no's, that is for sure.
What was the toughest one?
I haven't had, everyone's very nice. They don't quite give you no's half the time. It's more like, let's recap in a few months and stuff like that.
Let's follow back.
Yeah, so it's been more of that, and I'm like, okay, cool. Well, guess what? I'm just going to keep rocking and rolling and writing better songs and recording better music and play better shows, and just keep being me, keep going.
I think about all the times that musicians have to hear no, and they have to just continue doing what they do. So what are some ways that a person that's watching this right now can help support? Is it stream the songs, save the playlist. You give them, you plug it in. Do they have to buy the merch when you go out? You let them know.
Yeah, all of the above helps. I would say there's so many ways to support an artist. One way is obviously by buying their merch. That means so much to us because just the thought of that you spent your hard-earned money to buy my merch to support me, but also that, so-and-so is wearing my Karissa Ellis shirt all the way in Michigan or in Florida or in Oklahoma. Like, that is so cool to me. And I want more of that. I love that. It makes me so happy. It makes my heart happy. But also, streaming the music, following us on social media, all that stuff, posting about our music. I have a lot of loyal fans that I'm really grateful for, coming out to shows and all of the above. I mean, at the end of the day, just supporting us and loving on us by listening to our music. And I always love when I see certain people comment on my posts saying, like, we love the song, you rock. And that stuff, it all means the world.
What's the one place, because I know you've toured before, what's one place in the United States that you never thought you had a fan base, but you show up to this place, you showed up to this bar, and it was packed out there to see you? What was one location across the United States that surprised you?
I will say I've been going to Maryland a little bit over the years, and every time I go, there's a crowd. It's amazing, and there's a line dancing bar, and we went to another club in Maryland, and I was going to the new club that I've never been to, but so many people from the line dancing bar that I've been going to for the past couple of years came out to that show. So it was really cool because even though I wasn't playing there, they still knew I was coming to town, and they came to see me. So yeah, Maryland out of all the places. I have a great fan base in Ohio, of course, but like, I'm so excited to keep expanding.
That's actually the first time I've ever heard Maryland being shout out on the show, and it's been a lot of interviews. Shout out to Maryland out there. Now, you talked about music videos, and I'm so curious to know this. With your songs, do you go into it thinking of the visual? So paint me, you're creating a song, let's say Mama Do, right? When you're creating that song, are you thinking, okay, this is how I want the story to go, so it's easier for me to make a music video? Or do you even think about a music video first? Do you just think about creating the best song you want to create and then after the fact start creating a music video?
I am always thinking like that. When I'm writing the song, I always say it's a good song if it takes you somewhere. And if I'm able to visualize where that is, then it's a good song. And then I like it and I love to sing it. And I know other people I hope it will take other people other places too.
What's one of your favorite music videos you've ever made?
Man, there's been I have so many videos, which is pretty crazy and it's super cool. But
it's very unique. There's not a lot of people that have so many visuals like you do.
Yeah, no, I love visuals. I think it's important. I think it gives a different perspective to the song too. But I'll probably say my I Hope Heaven's Like video is one of my favorites because my grandma's in it at the beginning, and it just is one of my favorite songs too. So I really loved seeing it really come to life.
What was one music video that you did that you kind of had a lot of mess ups along the way? There's never a perfect day to shoot a music video. Never. I don't know what happens. There's always something that happens. Like whenever I fly out somewhere, I always know I'm going to forget something.
Yeah.
And I just hope it's not something that I truly need.
Right.
So talk to me about one of those days that you made a music video and your hair wasn't working for you. The makeup, you forgot something in the bag. You forgot that it was going to rain that day. What was the hardest music video that you ever had to make?
I know that there are so many of these. I will say I'm always breaking out. I have acne always. And I'm like, always when I'm about to go on camera, I have something
You look great.
up.
What are you talking about?
No, I have a few today. It always happens, but what are you going to do? I just always think that's funny. But I will say Whiskey Whispers Your Name when we shot that video. That one had the most errors because we were trying to do this time lapse thing and I didn't quite understand it. And everything had to be in the perfect place and we had to move it at a certain time. And I just kept moving things that I wasn't supposed to move. It worked out and it was fine, but I was trying to help and I wasn't helpful. So that's the one that kind of went wrong, but it turned out great.
Well, it happens like that because I think when musicians and producers and directors all have this vision from where the song takes them, and it takes the person who's, in front of the camera to really direct them. So when you are directing a music video, what are some things like, if you had to pick 5 things in a music video that quintessentially you, what are those 5 things?
Oh, no. I don't
Give me
know.
top 3.
Okay, top 3. That's a lot easier. You know me. I can't. It's too many. I don't know. I guess, what do you mean? Do you mean like...
Like if I were to see your music video, top 3 things you're always going to see in the music video.
Well, you're always going to see my hair. It's probably going to be teased up. It's going to be big. I love my big hair. I always have a cool outfit on and cool jewelry, I gotta say, and always be somewhere cool. I don't know. We really shoot at some very unique places. I'm trying to think of some other stuff that's kind of more me. I don't always have a guitar in my hand. My makeup is always amazing. I got the best makeup artists. I love it. But it's always going to be an enjoyable experience watching it too.
It's
always make you smile in some way.
You have to.
Yeah.
And then also when you meet the fans, right? When the fans go out to see your events, I'm curious to know, do you remember your first ever autograph?
I mean, it probably was for like my mom or my sister or something like that. But
Fair.
one of my first autographs was, I think these little kids came up to me and they were just so cute and they loved the whole performance and they had some poster board and they made poster board and they made me sign it, and now they're all grown up and they still come out to my shows. But I've signed some weird things in the past. I have signed skin. I have signed casts. I've signed sashes. I've signed like boots, like even the like medical boots. I'm like, you want me to sign this? The kids love the phone cases. I don't know. They're always making you sign random stuff. I'm like, let me just give you a picture and I'll sign it for you. But signing things for the first time was a really weird experience because you're like, here I am, I'm doing it. Okay. People want me to sign stuff. And I still feel like that when I sign things. I'm like, you really want me to sign it? Are you sure? And they're like, yeah, what do you mean? We loved your set. We loved your music. And it still like brings me to tears of being like, wow, I'm doing this and people are listening.
What's the nicest thing a fan's ever given you after a show?
When they create pictures, or I had one fan make me a bunch of bracelets with all my songs on them. And I thought that was just such one of the sweetest things. And I wore them all day and I wore them to the next stop and everything. And just the fact that they took time to do that and create them and think of me and put their favorite songs of mine on the bracelets and give them to me, it meant so much. And a lot of people create pictures of me or print out a picture of that we did in the past and draw on it or whatnot. People love taking my set list too. That's another thing I have to sign.
Yeah, you know what? That's actually a thing. Wow, you're the first person to ever bring that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the set list that you have right in front of the stage. It's one thing. Do they pick it up or do you toss it out into the crowd?
I don't toss it out. They pick it up. People like are always fighting for it, or I'll hear like I was supposed to get it and they stole it from me. And I'm like, I can give you another one, I promise. But I used to have so much scribble and notes on it. And then when they take it, I'd be like embarrassed. I'm like, don't take my set list. I have like random things, some lyrics on there. And so now I make them all pretty. I try to make them look nice because I know someone's going to want to take it. So
it's funny to think that because there's so many different ways to show your appreciation as a fan. Now, talk to the fan that's watching you right now. Have you ever met a fan that's been kind of shaky and very like nervous to meet you? What's the easiest way to approach you after a show and just kind of break down the barrier for someone? Oh, well, you should. People do. They get nervous, right, when they meet someone. But to me, I'm like, why are you nervous to meet me? I'm just hanging out. I just got off work. Let's talk. But it's just, you just got to be yourself. Don't worry about it. Don't be nervous to go meet any artist, any of your favorite artists, especially. They want to meet you. They love you. And they're so appreciative of your support. So that's what I would say. It was just, take that chance if you want to meet them and just go give them a big hug. It's okay. All right. I want you now, being a musician, I want you to give me the number one favorite thing that you love about being a musician, but also I want you to give me the lowest thing, the one thing that you got to do, but you just do not like doing it.
My favorite thing about being a musician is meeting the fans and creating new fans and getting to know them and talk to them. And like with social media, there's so many pros and cons, but there's so many amazing pros to it because my music gets to be heard all around the world. And that is so incredible for me. And I get to meet people from all around the world. And that is so special. So that's the big pro. But the con, or the big, the thing I don't love the most, I think, is always, I will give you what it really is. It is like that 1 minute before you go on stage where you're standing backstage and you are ready to go. You're making sure your ears work, your mic's on, it's hot, you can't say a word, and you're just getting in the zone. Like I said, I flipped that switch, but you are so nervous because you just want to have a good time, and you want these people who paid their hard-earned money to come out, you want them to have a good time. I always say, I hope you leave your worries at the door because you're not going to need them here. And that's what I want to give people when they come to my show. I want people to not worry. I want them to escape for a moment, and we can all just be in the moment and have a good time.
But you're worried.
Yeah, but I'm worried. In that moment, I'm like, I hope that I can give these people a good time and, let them relax for a minute.
Man, talk about that for a second, because there's folks out here that in their daily job, maybe they have a conversation with their boss that they're super nervous about. I remember I used to be. There's moments when I have, an awesome guest like yourself, where at times I get nervous before we sit down, but then you're also coming to my area, so I feel a little bit more comfortable.
That's true.
But, talk to me about those butterflies in there, because it's something that is every human experiences it, but it's the hardest thing to take that first step and to go on stage.
Yeah.
That is the hardest part about any creative job.
Absolutely.
And at what point do you just say, I'm going to do this? I'm going to make it happen.
Yeah, you have to. It's so hard to tame those butterflies. They are just fluttering away no matter what you do.
Sounds like a song.
It does. We should write a song. We should write that. Yes, we should. But, it's just at the end of the day, you're getting butterflies because you love what you do and because you're excited more than anything. You can't wait to get on that stage, and right when you get on that stage that they're all going to go away. And I open for David Nail a lot, and he kind of has this saying, I might butcher it, sorry, David, but it's like, if you're not nervous, then you're not ready. And so the butterflies are good most of the time. They're good.
Well, I'm going to get some butterflies because I have a fun game here. You can see the spin the wheel game to the right. We're going to take a quick pause. It's a bunch of random questions, and I'm curious to know where it's going to take us. Maybe we'll get some butterflies from it. We'll be right back after this. Oh, I didn't see you guys there. Hey, if you're enjoying the content that we provide, please consider subscribing to our Heart of the Gulch YouTube show. Hit the subscribe button that's right in front of you, or hit the Heart of the Gulch logo over here in the corner. And of course, like magic, hit the recommended subscribe button that's over here in the banner. We would love to have you guys here at the Heart of the Gulch YouTube channel, and let's get you back onto that interview right now. So this is the part of the show that I love to play random games. Now, one that's right there to the right of you, and I'm going to have you spin it in a second. But what I want you to do is I want you to lean back to your right and pick something up. It's going to be closer to the other side. There you go. You got it. A little bit more.
Oh, my goodness.
Well. Whoa! What is that? That is tequila. Now, we're not drinking any tequila, so I'll save you there.
Yeah.
But what I want you to do, because of your song, Well Tequila, I want you to rank these tequila techs.
Okay.
All right? Blindly.
Okay.
All right? You don't need to hold the tequila the whole time.
I love the tequila. I love it. No, I want it. Okay.
You can have it. You can keep it.
No.
All right. So blindly, I want you to rank these tequila techs 1 through 5. Okay? These might be techs that you get when you're drinking tequila. All right? Especially Well Tequila.
Yes.
The first one is You Up? ?
Oh my gosh. Do I have to rank it right now?
You got to rank it.
Wait, okay.
So the worst being the most cringy to least cringy. Okay. You Up.
Well, I feel like that's the most common one. I feel like that's how you know. Oops, sorry.
You're good.
That's the most common one. That's how you know. So what would that be, a 1?
I don't know. You want to put it at 1? That's the most cringy out of all these.
Oh, no. I'm going to put a 5. That's not as cringy. That's kind of like roll your eyes. Like, oh, okay. I know what's going on. He's on Well Tequila. He's at a Well Tequila night. So maybe that's a 5?
That's a 5. I liked what you did there. Okay. So
not that cringy.
First of all, what is your least favorite type of Well Tequila?
Oh, I love all tequila. It does not matter to me. No, nope. I know it does not answer the question, but I love all tequila.
All right. Here's another one. Tequila Tex. I miss you, but like in a healthy way.
That's wild. That's going to be like a 2. I don't know. That's wild.
Why was that one wild?
I don't know. I think it's just funny. It's like, I miss you, but in a healthy way. I don't know. It
makes it so much weirder, right?
It does, yeah. It's not, I don't know. I feel like they're trying to like be nonchalant about it, but it's weird. I don't know. That makes me cringe a little. It's like, no, you don't. I don't know. They're just trying to get you to respond. I don't know.
It's the worst to get in a healthy way because it makes it seem like if I miss you, not in a healthy way, I'm thinking about you way too much.
Yeah.
So you have to preface in a healthy way, which already makes me question, what are you thinking about?
Yeah. you could just say, I miss you. I would already think that that's a healthy way. But the fact that you said in a healthy way, I'm like, wow, that's a little weird. I don't know.
So that's at 2.
Yeah, put it
All
at
right. So we got 2 and 5 right now. Here's the next tequila text. You want to adopt a dog?
Yes. I even if you were on tequila, I would be like, yeah, let's do it. I'm going to put that one. I don't know. That's a tough one. That is pretty weird. Let's go with number 3, though.
Number 3. Okay, wait. If someone were to randomly text you,
me that.
You want to adopt a dog, what type of dog would you hypothetically want to adopt?
Any dog. I love dogs. I had a miniature pinscher growing up. I love the doodles. I love the Aussies. I love all dogs. Doesn't matter to me. As long as it's cute and cuddly and fun and sweet. That's all I need. Okay,
so we got 2, 3, and 5.
So this has to be 1?
1 or 4.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So we should totally collab. I could just see that. A musician just texting you this after you just got done from a writer's round and it's 2:00 in the morning and he says,
we should totally
collab.
Oh boy. I don't know. Depending on the person, you're like, yeah, cool. But then,
or you're like, oh no.
Oh no.
Why did I give you the number?
Yeah, dang it. I don't know. That is kind of cringe. It goes up there with "we should write sometime," the classic Nashville saying. But
that's so classic.
Sometimes
Nashville.
You mean it. Just don't text that at 2 a.m. Wait until the morning and then text that. So I don't know, because now I'm nervous. Like, what's going to be at number 1? Is the next one cringy?
I don't know. So we're just gonna put that at 4.
I'll put that at 4.
So number 1's still open. I think you did it right because it's a 2-part text.
Oh no.
It says,
it's already bad.
I love you. And then the next says, oops, wrong person.
No way. Number 1. Horrible. Oh my gosh.
Well,
definitely
tequila can do that.
Influence. Yes, I was gonna say definitely has a tequila influence right there.
Have you ever, it's so tough because we all had moments where you drink some well tequila and you where does well tequila take you though?
It takes me to the dance floor. That's where it takes me. It takes me with my girlfriends, dancing on Broadway, being a Broadway girl, having a night, having a good time. I love a margarita. That's my favorite. That means I'm going to have a good time.
Are you a hugger with tequila?
Probably.
Are you what are those people that leave randomly? They call it
Irish goodbye.
Are you an Irish goodbye on tequila?
No, but I'm a wannabe Irish goodbye. I want to Irish goodbye all the time, but I can't. I'm afraid that I'm afraid my friends are gonna be upset with me if I leave. So does that make any sense?
Oh, 100%. Who's one of your friends that Irish goodbyes all the time?
Oh, I have a few friends that just do it, and I get so mad. But I get it. I'm a wannabe Irish goodbyer, but I'm a people pleaser. So I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? I fight with it. But maybe I will be now. I'll switch over to my alter ego.
Well, if you had to create well tequila alter ego, what would it be named?
Ooh, I don't know. Okay. My name's Karissa, so we could just maybe add an L and she can be Clarissa for the night. It's a little too close. I don't know. I'll have to think about a cool name for that.
We'll think about it. All right. So what I want you to do is I want you to grab that little guy that's on the right-hand side, bring it right here, and give it a good spin and read it, and then put it back down.
Oh, boy. Okay. Here we go.
Ooh.
Dream collab, dead or alive. Wow. Wait, these are so funny.
Wait, don't read them all. Don't read them all.
Okay.
We'll do 2 more just so you can get some.
Oh, okay.
Dream collab, dead or alive, and I'll make it even easier for you.
Okay.
You do 1 dead and 1 alive.
Perfect. Dream collab, alive. Oh, there's so many. I would love to collab with Zach Brown Band, Brad Paisley, Carrie Underwood.
I could totally hear Zach Brown Band with you.
He's one of my, they are truly one of my favorites. I love them so much. I love all their music and how soulful it is. So that would be really cool to collab with any of them. Or to do a cool, how Miranda and Carrie did that Something Bad song. I would love to do something really cool with a girl. That would be awesome. But Chris Stapleton, Brad Paisley, Luke Bryan, Jordan Davis, anyone.
You like some soul in your music, huh?
I do. I like a little bit of soul. Yeah, I do.
Now, what about dead? Passed away. And you can go anywhere with it. Make it a little bit more interesting. It doesn't have to be country.
I will say I'm a huge Beatles fan, and I wish so badly that I was alive or could really, understand the Beatlemania and everything that happened. So I love the Beatles. I love Michael Jackson. I know I'm missing Aretha Franklin. I always say I grew up on Tom Petty, Aretha Franklin, and Randy Travis. A little bit of everything.
Wow.
So I don't know if I would be good support for Aretha Franklin. I sing Chain of Fools as best as I can, but someone like that would be great. I know I'm missing so many incredible artists.
Wait, you just came up with a question. I just came up with a question right now. I had a little light bulb moment. What is the scariest song to ever sing to a crowd?
The scariest song for me, this is going to sound really weird, is Man, I Feel Like a Woman.
What?
I love singing that song, but sometimes if they don't get into it, then I get a little nervous. So sometimes people don't get into it. And Shania is honestly really hard for me to sing. She has such a range, but sometimes it's a little too low for me. And then I can't move up the key because then the chorus is too high, especially in that song. Only really that song, but...
That's the first time I've ever said the scariest song is a Shania song.
Yeah, it's not scary, but for me, it's scary because I'm like, how's my voice doing today? Am I hitting these low notes? Just this one song, really. But or Sweet Home Alabama, because you never know how that's going to go. People go crazy.
Well, it's true. The one songs that we always get when I ask that question is Independence Day.
Okay, yeah.
Which is tough. And then the national anthem.
Oh, that is by far the winner. Yes.
National anthem?
Yes, absolutely. I forgot about that one. That is every artist's nightmare. Every time I see someone do that, I'm like, they're so brave. I have done it before. I know, do it in my future, but it is very scary because you can't mess it up.
Why does every promoter or event person says she's a musician, national anthem?
I don't know.
It's like, I think it's a rite of passage, really. If you're a true musician, you have to sing the national anthem.
It's a hard song to sing. If you can sing the national anthem, then I think you can. Artists don't do it. And if you don't do it, it is a rite of passage. I think it says a lot if you're willing to sing the national anthem because it's a hard song to sing and it takes a lot of guts and bravery to sing it because you can't mess it up. And if you mess it up, well, everyone's going to hear about it. But mainly it shows off your artistry and how you can really sing. So
who's been your favorite national anthem you've ever seen?
One of my favorites is the Chris Stapleton one. That's just, and he's incredible. I mean, it's still one of the best ones. I wish he could sing it every year. I think that was the Super Bowl one year. So
it's actually one of our most viewed clips ever.
Really?
Yes, because and it's huge because Chris Stapleton did an amazing job, and also you have Whitney too did an amazing job.
Yes,
but it's so weird to see so far in between so many great national anthem songs.
Yeah,
you don't see them every day, and when you do see them, you need to take a moment. Give thanks to everyone that shout out to all the people that were in the military and everything that's watching the show. We applause for y'all, but let's do two more because I know you want to see some questions there.
All right, I'm afraid. I saw one. I was like, I don't know.
There you go.
Weirdest thing you've ever. Oh, I already did that one.
You already did it without doing it. Do it again.
Okay. All right.
Wildest fan experience.
Wildest fan experience. I would have to say the first one that comes to my mind is the first wildest fan experience that comes to mind is when someone tried to take the microphone out of my hand. I did it to myself. I went like this and I was like sing along and they like grabbed the mic and about pulled me off stage. So I don't know if that lands in this category, but that is my wildest because I got afraid for a second because the last thing any artist wants to do is fall on their face or fall on their butt. We've done it, but like to take my microphone, I'm gonna get in trouble. I don't know.
How powerful is that? When you give, I mean, I know that you're singing a song, so you give the microphone to the person.
Yeah.
But how powerful is if you gave the microphone to a fan in the crowd? How scary is that moment? Remember that little switch? I feel like that switch goes off and you come back to reality and I'm like, oh shoot, this was a mistake. I should not have done that. Like I'm going to get in trouble. I'm lost my mic. Who knows what someone's going to get hurt? I don't know. But it definitely is not the best thing to do. My bad. That was on me. I shouldn't have done it. But it was scary. I was like, wow, shoot, back to reality. I'm up here having fun, honky tonking. And then boom, kind of takes you out of it for a minute. That's a great answer for that one. Let's do one more and then I'll leave you with my last two questions of the show.
All right.
Ooh, you did that one again. You must have spun it just right.
My goodness. Okay.
Ooh.
Most embarrassing moment on stage.
And then put it down right there.
Okay, most embarrassing moment on stage. I know there's been a lot of them, but that goes back to the perfectionism is in me. Like there's always something wrong or something that I did. I'd say one of the most embarrassing things was I was opening for David Nail. We were in, I think, Charlotte, and I went out there. It was the first time I was playing guitar for myself in the band, so I was really nervous and I let my nerves get to me. And the first song, I love singing Gretchen Wilson. She's one of my biggest heroes. And we started with Here for the Party just to get everyone kind of warmed up. And I sing that song every day. It's one of my favorite songs. I know every word, and I messed up so many of the words because I was nervous. And I don't know if anyone noticed or not, but that for me was one of the most embarrassing things that happened. But luckily I haven't fallen yet or anything like that. That would probably take the cake, but we'll get there.
Hopefully we don't get
I'm
there.
sure I will. I'm clumsy.
Man, when I think of that song, Here for the Party, honestly, I know Gretchen isn't my type per se, especially in the 90s. She wasn't my type. Shania definitely is my type.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, that song is so hot.
Yeah.
I'm Here for the Party. I can only imagine when a musician plays that song or sings that song, y'all must feel so hot because that song is so female empowerment and just I feel good. You're here to see me kind of vibe. So I could imagine that you love that song so much.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, when I first heard Gretchen Wilson, I fell in love with her because I was like, I don't know, in middle school or high school, and my friend showed it to me, and I was listening to Here for the Party and Redneck Woman, and I fell in love with her because she's everything I'm not. And I was like, this girl's cool. I want to be just like her. That's what I want to be like. And I'm not. I'm so not cool at all. And so I kind of definitely turn on my persona. Or Gretchen has helped me turn on my persona in a lot of different ways when it comes to being an artist because I just think I want to be a redneck woman. That's what I want to be like.
I love it. Okay. Well, my last two questions on the show, these guys know I ask it every single time. And that has to do, the first one, with imposter syndrome. We all deal with imposter syndrome. We all have that little voice in the back of your head telling you not to do it. Don't go on stage. Don't go on stage. Don't mess up. But you get through it, and it takes one foot in front of the other. But there's someone that's watching this right now that's dealing with the same type of imposter syndrome in their job or in their work. What pieces of advice can you give those people that have that little piece of imposter syndrome telling them not to do something? And what do you do to not let imposter syndrome mess with you?
Imposter syndrome has been a very big battle for me. So I definitely get it, and it makes me sad that people struggle with it because I do too, and I know exactly what you're going through. But something that has helped me recently is I heard someone say, someone was doing an interview and they asked them the same question, right? And they basically said, I don't have that because I believe that I have earned everything that I have gotten in every opportunity. And I was like, wow, that is so powerful. And if you just reframe your mind into I deserve to be here. And I belong here. And they chose me for this, for that, whatever it may be. It has really helped me because I always feel like I'm not good enough, right? I'm always afraid of not being good enough or whatever the little voices make up in my head. But that has helped me be like, no, I deserve to be here and I deserve this. And that has helped me to this day. Now, I can't tell you how long it'll help me. It's baby steps. Every day I deal with imposter syndrome and perfectionism and all of the above. Being an artist, being a creative is a mental game for sure, too. It's gymnastics, mental gymnastics. But you have to just know in your heart and believe in yourself, and you can get through it.
I love that answer. Now, my last question for the show. What are you looking forward to the rest of 2025 and the top of 2026?
Well, 2025 is full of so much new music and so many cool shows. I'm playing the Country Fest. I'm playing Country Concert. I'm opening up for the Country Fest is me, Tyler Braden, Dierks Bentley, and Zach Top. And then we're opening up for Carly Pierce and Black Hawk in Wisconsin in August. So we have a lot of really cool shows and a lot of new music. And I hope that we can just continue rolling into the new year. And I hope we make a lot of new fans this year. I hope we keep expanding and growing. We have some cool shows that always gets me excited. We'll have new merch, a little bit of everything going on, and just keep rocking and rolling into 2026.
I love it. Well, the way I saw you brought your guitar in here.
I did, yeah.
So I'm assuming we're going to play a song in here.
Yeah.
Now, the way we're going to tee it off, though, is you look straight into that camera right there. You say your name, and you say, this is how I walk the line, like the Johnny Cash song, Walk the Line, and then it's going to transition to that song. You ready to roll?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
After the applause here in 3.
Hey, my name is Karissa Ella, and this is how I walk the line. Mama, I've gotta tell you something, and you ain't gonna like it, so I won't even hide it. You know that boy who broke my heart and left me crying. Well, he's back in town and asked to see me, and I think I'm gonna go, 'cause I just gotta know if he's really changed like he keeps on saying. So, well, it might be different this time, or I might be out of my mind. Mama, do you think he'll break my heart again? Leave me wondering what could have been, like back when we were young. Mama, do you mind picking up the pieces if I don't hear your voice freezing and I go and mess it up? 'Cause I run to you and I need the truth. And when the world don't stay steady, mamas do. I'll be out late, but I won't miss curfew. We're grabbing ice cream down the road. One scoop, then I'm home. So don't wait up, Mama. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. But if I ain't, Mama, do you think he'll break my heart again? Leave me wondering what could have been, like back when we were young. Mama, do you mind picking up the pieces if I don't hear your voice freezing and I go and mess it up? 'Cause I run to you and I need the truth. And when the world don't stay steady, mamas do. Oh, I know you'll be waiting by the phone if it all goes south. So thank you for letting me crash and burn and finding out for myself. Mama, do you think he'll break my heart again? Leave me wondering what could have been, like back when we were young. Mama, do you mind picking up the pieces if I don't hear your voice freezing and I go and mess it up? 'Cause I run to you and I need the truth. And when the world don't stay steady,